Alright guys, so I hope you're doing fine as always. In today's video I will be taking you with me in the search of a setup. So I did open my Bybit app. I did see went down quite a bit overnight as well, so I opened my charts. I'm currently on the ARBITRUM charts, ARB, which is quite a strong coin, I would say. I'm here on the 1 hour time frame, so without further ado, let's jump straight into it. So first things that are standing out are these vector candles right there and these vector candles here on the top side. So now looking at this 1 hour structure, it's not something I use that often, but what can we see here? We made a low, we make a new high and a higher low. So there was a potential to make a higher high again, just in order for this structure, this market structure. With this low, we did tap into this vector candle right here, so it got partially recovered. There is a good chance that we will be fully recovering, but I'm more tempted to look for a long position, especially since Bitcoin took quite a strong move down to went to 115k. So we might see somewhat of a retracement on Bitcoin, so I'm more interested to see a long position here with as target the sweep of this high into this vector candle right here. Entry wise, honestly, an entry somewhat around current market price should be okay with our let's see, maybe a bit lower with our stop loss below these higher lows. Probably something like this. Reason, if we go down lower, let's be honest, if we're in this area, we will be sweeping this low, we'll be recovering this vector candle, so we might look for a re-entry over here. Same TP target, stop loss can be a lot tighter here. Let's say a 6R, so below this 800 EMA, which will be moving in, below these wicks of the vector candles. You could argue below this one, but then there's the argument again that we will sweep this low, so tight stop loss. In case we get stopped out here, we will be re-entering right there. So this is on the 1 hour time frame. Now let's see on the 15-minute time frame what makes sense. The wick down did fully recover this vector candle, so that's amazing to see. Top side is exactly the same vector. No more vectors here on the 15-minute time frame, so only strengthening the idea that the move up is the way to go here. Same for the 5-minute time frame, no more vectors there. Only to the top side, most unlikely. Yep. So this strengthens the idea that we should be moving up. So let's set this up as I see prices already on our entry level. Alright, so now what can we tell about this trade in hindsight? So first of all, the screenshot of the trade, entry at 0.4201. We had it charted at 0.4210, but because the price was already lower than our charted entry, we did get a tiny bit of a better entry. So we did chart a 3R setup, but with the better entry it turned into a 3.42R setup, but with risk management we did calculate it on 3R, so it's somewhere in between the 3R to a 3.4R trading setup. TP at 0.4533, 0.4533, resulting into a 197.5% ROI on 25x leverage. Most importantly for us, the 3 to 3.4 hour trading setup. So now what do we see here in hindsight? So we can see we did get the entry a bit lower than we originally charted. From there we pretty much had a very impulsive reaction up. We didn't make an instant higher high that we were expecting, but we did create a higher low, went for a higher high compared to this high, and from there just found some support on this 50 EMA and went into TP. So we didn't have the rollover down to the second entry for our 6-hour trading setup. The initially charted 3-hour or 3.4-hour now setup did play out. Like we had this feeling that they were about to move up, so there was not a lot of confluence anymore to go down besides this partially unrecovered vector candle on the 1-hour time frame, but as we saw on the smaller time frames, this was not that strong of a zone, so took the entry, pretty much went straight to TP from there, recovering these vector candles. They might potentially go for the higher vector candles. I don't really know. It will depend what Bitcoin is doing, as this trade took quite a while. Anything can happen. We got our full TP, so we don't care anymore what happened. We will keep an eye on these zones to see if price hits one of the two, but most importantly for us, we did get our full TP. So that was pretty much everything to this trade. As always, if there are any more questions, please feel free to ask them in the comment section or on the Discord server, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care, see ya, bye bye.